Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Tiana and today I thought I would film a little day in the life vlog because I have an unboxing I want to do for you. I'm also going on a hike and I feel like I will have a lot to do tonight as well. So I thought I would take you along with me. I am kicking off this vlog with an unboxing, as I said. This arrived in the post yesterday and I desperately wanted to open it. However, I thought that I would open it on camera with you guys so that you can see what this is. I believe that this is an ARC copy that I requested, but I'm not sure which one. So I get most of my ARCs from Harper 360 YA. I am on their mailing list and every few months a new kind of Google Forms comes out asking which books you would like to get an early copy of, and you get to choose which ones you want and put them in priority order. So I always tend to choose about 3, no more than that, just because I feel like that's a bit greedy, and depending on their stock levels and how much interest they have in the book, they will try and get as many to you as they can. So this is my next one and I guess let's just open it together and see what I get. Ooh, okay, there is more than just the book in there. We have that, of course, but then there's something else. So let's just take them out and see what we've got. Oh, cool. So we have a little Harper 360 YA booklet, which shows you all of the upcoming releases for 2022, which is really nice, actually, and is such a good idea. So it's set up like this, and then I will try and give you guys a kind of flip through just to give you an idea of what this is like. So here is an example of some of the pages. And I think it actually has all the releases from 2022, not just the second half of the year. So this is such a nice little thing to have. Remember when books came out. And I am definitely going to pour through this one later on. Moving on to the exciting part though, which is of course the book. I have received Bindle Punk Brewha by Desideria Messer, which from what I can remember is a 1920s flapper murder mystery story, which obviously had me intrigued straight away. I do also have a little bookmark in there with some books on the back as well, which is nice, and this one comes out in September, so definitely one that I need to pick up relatively soon. I do try and prioritise ARCs so that I can read them and review them for you guys, but I haven't been doing that well this year because of my reading slump, so hopefully I can pick this one up and read it very soon. But the synopsis says, Boardwalk Empire meets the Vanishing Half with a touch of earth magic in this sexy and action-packed historical fantasy set in the luminous golden 20s from debut author Desideria Messer, where a part-time reporter and club owner takes on crooked city councilmen, mysterious and deadly mobsters, and society's deeply rooted sexism and racism, all while keeping her true identity and magical abilities hidden, inspired by an ancient Mexican folktale. So it might not be the murder mystery that I thought it was, but that still has me so intrigued. I love an urban fantasy, I love magic, I love the setting of this, which is the 1920s in Mexico, and I just think it's going to be a really good time. So a massive thank you to Harper 360 YA for sending this one to me. As I mentioned, I will try and get to it soon so that I can get my review up for you guys, so definitely keep your eyes peeled on my channel and my Goodreads page for that. But I love the tagline on the front of this book. It says, hot jazz and cold drinks, all with some witchy charm, which, what more do you want, you guys? That sounds absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to read it. Now, I am about to head out and go for a hike. Tom, Kiwi and I are going to Cwm Idwal, which is a sort of mountain not too far from me, and I say sort of mountain because it is a mountain trail, but then the bit we're going to is a lake in the middle of the mountain, so it's a bit confusing, but it's such a pretty place. The weather is a bit strange, so it's one of those where it's really hot, but it's very murky and dark, and it looks like it might possibly rain, so hopefully that doesn't happen, but we're gonna go now anyway. I'm gonna take my GoPro with me instead of this camera just because if it does rain, the GoPro is waterproof and this one obviously isn't, so if the footage looks a little bit different, that is why. We are definitely heading off a lot later than I wanted to. It's currently 1:10 in the afternoon, but I just could not get to sleep last night, you guys. I don't know if you are having the same trouble as I am at the minute. Don't know if it's my hay fever, don't know if it's the weather, I don't know if it's just me, but last night I didn't get to sleep till after 3 AM. 3 o'clock was the last time that I actually checked my phone, so I know I was up until then, and I got up this morning just before 9 o'clock, so I definitely had a bit of a lazy morning, didn't really do much. We did take Kiwi for a little walk just to the co-op to get some bits for lunch, but other than that we haven't really done anything. We've watched 300, which is always a good time. Absolutely love that film, it's one of my favourite films ever, and we've also been waiting for Tom's parents to show up. However, they're still still not here, so I think we might just have to go, otherwise it's going to be a bit too late for us to be heading out. But yeah, that's essentially what's gone on today. Hopefully this vlog will turn out to be a good one, and hopefully you enjoy coming with us on our hike. It's such a beautiful place. Kiwi's never been, actually. The last time Tom and I went was in December of last year, just before we got Kiwi, so it will be interesting to see what it's like to take her. I am going to take the lead that goes around my waist, just to give her a little bit more freedom, and so that I don't have to hold a rope lead for ages because it does hurt my hands. I definitely think she's gonna love it. She loves going on hikes, and we definitely need to do more of it. We have been slacking recently, I think because we've just been so busy, so I feel like this is going to be such a nice time. It's gonna be lovely to just walk in the open air, unwind, see the dog happy, and yeah, I'm just really excited. So I'm gonna switch over to the GoPro now and take you guys along with us. Right, we are all strapped in and ready to go. We're just waiting on Tom now. He is just locking everything up inside. But there's Kiwi with her little seat belt. She is so excited, as you can see. And I am as well, actually. I think it's going to be really nice. It is very warm though, and I'm thinking it might be a bit busy now because of that. But as long as we get a parking space, it will be fine. That's the main issue. People tend to go crazy, park on the roads and things like that, and that's when you get a fine. So as long as we find a place to park, we'll be absolutely fine. And yeah, Tom's just coming out the house now, so off we go. Right, we have made it, guys. We found a place to park, and look at how beautiful it is here. So this is before we've even started our hike properly. Look how insane it looks. There's Tom. Kiwi's around my waist, so she's free to go, which is not the best idea. But yeah, it is a beautiful, beautiful place. And we're going kind of up here and all the way up there until we get to the lake that is hidden in the mountain. So yeah, that's where we're at. So lucky to live in a place this beautiful, and yeah, off we go, I suppose. So we are going on this orange path right here, and we're gonna go around and back down. So we're at the starting point. How do you feel? Well, go down. Okay, we might not go around, we'll see. over there. have made it to the lake. As you can see, it is beautiful here. Not gonna lie, it was warm and I've had to take my coat off, but I knew it was warm before leaving the house, so that's on me. But yeah, it is beautiful here. Look at it. Oh my gosh, I'll pan you around in a second, but such a lovely walk, and to get here and for these views, it's definitely worth it. Tom and Kiwi are just having a break there. We've given Kiwi some water, but she's desperate to jump in the lake, but she's not supposed to here, I don't think. I think dogs are meant to be kept on a lead. You'll have seen Tom, he stood up there. I then stood up there, of course, because I had to. If he does something, I obviously have to prove that I can do it, so I stood on there as well. But let me just pan you round. And this is what it looks like. So we have the lake in the mountain, and it's just the most beautiful thing. So you would normally go through that gate there and walk all around. So I'm gonna try and convince Tom to do that with me. It doesn't look like a really long way, so he's running away already. Look at him over there. So yeah, because that walk wasn't as long as I remembered, I am trying to convince him to go around. So hopefully we can do that. I think it's just gonna be really nice. You're out in the middle of nowhere, it's not half as busy as I thought it was going to be, and it's doing wonders for my mental health already, so definitely want to try and get a few more hours here, possibly walking around, and then we shall head back. But yeah, I'll film a couple more clips for you of what we do, and hopefully we do actually walk around the lake itself. Guess who got him to go around the lake? I did. Yeah, we're just walking around now. There's a nice little path. Kiwi almost dragged me into the water, as you probably saw. She's desperate to get in there, but yeah, because dogs aren't really allowed off the lead, she's not allowed to. So yeah, this is what it looks like. We have gorgeous views all around. It is absolutely stunning here, so quiet as well, which I love. And then you can see we have waterfalls going down the mountain as well. And I'm so happy that this walk has ended up being a little bit longer as well, because you guys know me, I love being out in nature, especially the mountains. I feel like there's something so amazing about being able to climb mountains, especially ones that are only about 5 minutes away from your house. It truly is just breathtaking. So yeah, I'm really grateful, really happy, and thankful for Tom for coming along with me and putting up with me wanting to walk some more, bless him. But yeah, this is the path that we're on now. Over there, the boulders there, is where we were earlier, so we have come quite a way actually. But as I mentioned, it's such a lovely walk. It's not really a difficult walk at all. I feel like anyone from any level can do this. There have been children here as well, they've been going for a swim and stuff like that, so definitely think about doing this if you are in the area. We're in Bethesda at the minute in Llyn Ogwen. It's kind of just across the way from there, and yeah, it's definitely worth it. I would highly recommend. Is it good? Yes.
Goed, pas door. Kiwi.
Woo.
Dit. Goed.
Okay guys, look how cool this is. We are literally walking over a waterfall. So we have the waterfall here, comes down, and then there's this little bridge which I hope Kiwi won't throw me into. But yeah, this is what it looks like, which is really cool actually. Tom's there, he is here, he's just hiding for now, but yeah, it's so pretty and it's so cool. Hi Tom! Hi. He did say hi, but look at her! You having a good time? Oh, she spotted something or someone. There's someone else there. Are they not allowed to be here? But yeah, I really wanted to show you that because I thought that was cool. I've never actually been around the lake itself before, so yeah, finding out new things together apparently. But yeah, really nice, and we're almost back to where we started, I think. Not to the car, just to the rock that Tom was on. So yeah, guess I'll update you guys in a bit. Otherwise it's just a lot of walking, so it's not even that fun. But yeah. Oh, another waterfall. Oh. I love the sound of running water as well. Me and Tom were saying earlier, it's so nice and relaxing. Oh my gosh, she would go down there if she could as well. Wouldn't you, Q? Yep. This is what I imagine being in The Lord of the Rings would feel like, or like Middle Earth. I just think it would be the most magical thing, and this is how I would kind of imagine it, because it's so green, full of lakes, waterfalls, and yeah, it's just really peaceful and serene. So I'm living out my, I was going to say hobbit life, but maybe more of an elf life, ranger life, I don't know. Let me guys know, who do you think I would be if I was in Middle Earth? Or which race would I be if I was in Middle Earth, should I say? I'd be interested to know what you guys think. This is very much needed, you guys, and Tom got a lemonade drink, and I also got a naked blue smoothie as well, because we've made it to the bottom and it is hot. I am a sweaty mess and I need something to cool me down. So we're gonna sit here for a little bit, enjoy these drinks and my feast, and then we're gonna head back to the car and head home. That's so close.
Kiwi. Hey, you puppy.
This is Wales for you. We have sheep in the car park. They are cute though, but yeah, you can guarantee to see a sheep on your walk in Wales. Kiwi, is it? Kiwi! Kiwi! You're strapped in with a seatbelt! Apparently Kiwi doesn't like the sheep. Which is not like her actually, because we see sheep on a daily basis, but this one's giving me a standoff, so I'm gonna stop filming now and leave. Hi guys, so as you can tell, I am now home and it's a lot later. So after I last updated you, Tom and I did go to our local pub. We'd forgotten that the final of the Women's Euros competition was on today, and so we decided to go and watch it. I couldn't vlog, just because it was quite busy, and with me being in my local pub especially, I just didn't want to be that weird person that took out a camera and filmed myself. So I don't have any footage of that, but I will pop a picture of us being there on screen now for you guys, just to kind of prove that we were actually there. We did have 2 pints, I want to say, just whilst we were watching the game, and I definitely feel like I needed it after today's walk. I honestly wasn't expecting us to walk that much, but as you saw, we did go up the mountain and around the lake as well, which we weren't initially planning to do, but I managed to convince Tom to do so. And I will just give you guys my stats in case any of you are interested. We were actually walking for 3 hours, which is crazy to me. I don't think we've walked that long in a while. We did 4.46 miles. My average beat per minute was 119. I burned 1,076 calories. I did 11,895 steps, and we got up to 482 feet. So yeah, it was definitely a long trip, but I really don't mind. I'm actually really happy that we did decide to go, as you've seen throughout the previous footage. But I'm feeling it now, you guys. I am absolutely knackered. I did have to have a shower as well because I was disgusting. I didn't realise how hot it was going to be out there. I'd taken a long sleeve top and my coat as well, and yeah, that was not the best idea. I ended up having to carry my coat the whole way, and even in my long sleeve top I was still so hot. So definitely wasn't the best idea to take all of those clothes today, but I did check the weather forecast and it was a bit of a weird one where, as I mentioned, it was hot but it looked like it could rain. It was a bit gloomy, and so I took my coat just in case. But anyway, didn't actually need it, and it ended up being really sunny as well. I don't think I filmed much on the way down, but on the way down the sun came out and it was just absolutely beautiful. And yeah, I'm really glad that we did end up going. I feel like that is definitely enough talking about the hike today though. I really did not expect to film so much on our hike, so sorry if you don't like that sort of thing. But to make it up to you, I have decided that I am actually going to sit down and read now, and I would love to be able to finish a book in one sitting. So I do have a few options here. They are all mangas, because there's just no way I could read a standard formatted novel right now, especially not in one sitting. I'm just way too tired. So I need something a little bit easier, a little bit faster to fly through, and I feel like manga is just going to be the perfect thing. So I have 3 mangas that I would like to get to, and I'm just not quite sure which one I want to read now. So the first one is Spy Family by Tetsuya Endo. This honestly just reminds me of the start of Black Widow, where a spy is given an assignment where he has to live live a fake life with a fake family. But then plot twist in this one, it says, not one to depend on others, Twilight has his work cut out for him procuring both a wife and a child for his mission to infiltrate an elite private school. What he doesn't know is that the wife he's chosen is an assassin and the child he's adopted is a telepath. So definitely not your average family, and yeah, this is one that I've been wanting to get to for so long, and I honestly don't know why I haven't yet. Same goes for this one, which is Moriarty the Patriot. This is based on the works of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle and the whole Sherlock novels. The storyboards are by Ryosuke Takeuchi and the art is by Hikaru Miyoshi. I'm guessing this is just a retelling of Sherlock Holmes. I honestly have no idea. So let's just check the back. It says, in the late 19th century, Great Britain rules over a quarter of the world. Nobles sit in their fancy homes in comfort and luxury, while the working class slaves away at their jobs. When young Albert James Moriarty's upper class family adopts two lower class orphans, the cruelty the boys experience at his family's hands cements Albert's hatred of the nobility he was born into. He asks the older of the two boys, who has a genius mind and a killer instinct, to help him rid the world of evil, starting with Albert's own family. Okay, I definitely want to read this now. I feel like this is going to be such an interesting story, and I love that it's changing the story of Sherlock Holmes that we all know and love. And then the last one I have is My Hero Academia by Kohei Horikoshi. This is one that I recently acquired. You guys may have seen it in a recent book haul of mine. I think it was my Come Book Shopping With Me in London video, so I will have that linked up above and down below if you do want to check it out. But spoiler alert, I bought this manga. It was in a 2 for 3 deal, I want to say. I can't quite remember, but it was in a deal and I decided to pick it up because I've heard nothing but amazing things about this one and I really wanted to get into it. For this one, it says, middle school student Izuku Midoriya wants to be a hero more than anything, but he hasn't got an ounce of power in him. With no chance of ever getting into the prestigious UA high school for budding heroes, his life is looking more and more like a dead end. Then an encounter with All Might, the greatest hero of them all, gives him a chance to change his destiny. So I honestly don't know which one I want to get to first. I would love to get to all of them, but that is definitely not going to happen. I am flagging right now and I feel like if I were to lie down I would fall asleep, which is definitely good considering I struggled so badly to sleep last night. But yes, I would ask for your guys' opinions, but this vlog is going up about 2 weeks after I've actually filmed it, so that's not going to help, and Twitter would just take too long for me for now. So I actually think I'm gonna go for Spy Family. I was thinking Moriarty, but something is just drawing me to Spy Family. It's the first one of these that I bought. I've had it the longest, so it does kind of make sense, and I really do feel like I'm gonna enjoy the story and hopefully the art as well. Definitely let me know if I should get to these as soon as possible though, because I do have a separate little manga shelf there that I do kind of forget about because I have a load of books that I need to unhaul in front of them, and so it does block them from view. So yes, please do let me know if I need to pick up these two mangas, and definitely let me know as well which one you think I should read first. So I'm just gonna sit down now and read Spy Family. Hopefully, as I mentioned, I can read it in one sitting, but we'll see because I'm flagging and I don't know if I actually can, but I feel like it's gonna be such a fast read. Once I actually get into it, I definitely should fly through it. That is the case with me for mangas that I've read in the past. So I will get to reading and update you guys once I'm done. Good morning everyone. I fell asleep on the sofa last night, which I did think was gonna happen. I was so tired after the hike and such a busy day that I did manage to actually read a bit of Spy Family, but then I just fell asleep. So unfortunately I couldn't update you then, but I have sat down this morning and finished Spy Family, which I did really enjoy. Now I have given it 3 stars on Goodreads, mainly because I'm not quite sure how to rate mangas and graphic novels. You guys probably know that mangas are a lot shorter than your standard standard novel, but the added benefit is that we get illustrations throughout. So it's a weird one for me where I did enjoy the story and the illustrations, however, because it's the first book in this series, you don't really get too much. So I feel like I'd need to actually get into the series a bit first before I could maybe rate them a bit higher. I'm not too sure. We did just get a lot of background information in this, which is fine, and it does introduce you to the characters and the plot as well, but I just feel like I didn't get enough depth, and so that's why I've settled on the 3-star rating. I am hoping though that as I read more of the books in the series that I will just fall deeper and deeper in love with the story and enjoy it a lot more. But yeah, it was a good one to start off with. I'm glad that I did end up picking this one up. You guys probably saw in the b-roll that I was laughing quite a bit with this. It's a very funny manga, which I didn't expect, but all of our main characters have hidden identities which none of the other characters are aware of, so it's definitely funny seeing the dynamics of the different characters, especially the 3 main characters who are living with each other. So yeah, I would definitely love to carry on with this manga series. I have had trouble finding the next few books though. I feel like that's the case with a lot of manga at the minute, where I have looked to find the 2nd, 3rd and 4th volumes and they're all sold out everywhere. So if you guys know where I could pick up the 2nd volume for this, please do let me know in the comments. I would be very grateful, and hopefully that'll mean that I can continue on with this quite soon as well. And then just to finish out this vlog, I have just received a parcel from Waterstones. I think I know what it is, but if I'm remembering correctly, this isn't out for another 2 days, so I'm not quite sure why it's gotten to me early, but I believe that this is Egyptian Myths by Jean Menzies, just based on the size of it and the release date, of course. So let's just see if I'm right. Yeah, I definitely think that's what it is. Yep. Oh wow, this is beautiful, and I'm so happy that it's finally out. So this book is Egyptian Myths by Jean Menzies, who is Jean's Bookish Thoughts here on BookTube. The illustrations are by Katie Ponder, and it essentially encapsulates everything you need to know about ancient Egypt and the Egyptian gods, which, if you guys know me, you'll know that that is exactly my type of thing. I love learning about mythology, especially Greek and Egyptian mythology. So the fact that we now have this stunning book filled with stories and illustrations from those myths is just one that I think I am absolutely going to love. So I will just read out the introduction for you. It says, ancient Egypt was one of the earliest civilizations in the history of the world, dating all the way back to 3500 BCE. It was ruled by kings and queens called pharaohs, who the ancient Egyptians believed were representatives of the gods themselves. Perhaps it's not surprising then that religion and religious myths formed a very significant part of everyday life. The Egyptians' mythology, like their culture, was rich and diverse, and they worshipped hundreds of different gods and goddesses. Some of these deities we know more about than others. What stories we do know are some of the oldest myths that survive today, and they reveal a world of warring gods, miraculous magic, and the triumph of good over evil. Inside this book you can read some of the many versions of these tales, but remember, there are still more out there. And then here is a little example of the art style for you. Again, I absolutely love it so much. I do actually have their first book, which is Greek Myths here. I have poured through this, I have read a few of the stories from it, and I really have enjoyed that experience. So I will be needing to carry on with this, and then once I do that, I can dive into Egyptian Myths, which I'm really happy to own, as I've mentioned. But that is it for me today, guys. I feel like this has been a very long video, so I am sorry about that. Definitely let me know though if you would like more of these types of videos, if you'd like to see more hikes. I definitely want to try and incorporate more of those into my channel, but there's no point in me doing that if you guys aren't interested. So definitely let me know in the comments. If you've made it this far into the video and would like to let me know that you're still here, please go ahead and comment some nature emojis. I had the best time out in the fresh air yesterday in the mountains, and I feel like we all need to remember to look after nature, because without it the world would be a worse off place. So that is the emoji of choice for this video, and if you'd like to let me know that you're still here but don't have anything in particular that you want to say, please go ahead and comment that now. As well as that, please don't forget to click the like button if you like this video, and the subscribe button if you'd like to see more content from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, it truly does mean the world to me, and I will see you soon in my next video. Goodbye!